right, Pistol. My review of the Super Bowl. And did you think I was going to stop repping the Patriots beating because they lost? Apparently, the guinea goats out there don't know who I am or what I'm about. And let me get this off my massive 65-inch chest. People calling the Patriots cheaters. Do you not understand football? Every team does what the Patriots does. But every team don't have an ex-defensive coordinator that dimes them out because he's jealous. Every team cheats. The Patriots just got caught. It had no bearing. You listen to any NFL expert. You still have to play the game. Had no bearing on the outcomes of them games. The bottom line is the Patriots won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years or 5 years, whatever it was. You can't take that away from you. You just have to accept it. Right now, your favorite team's cheating right now. You just don't know it. Getting to the Super Bowl. I thought it was one of the best Super Bowls ever played. Ever watched, I should say. The beginning of the game, Brady made that critical mistake of throwing the ball downfield, taking the safety in the end zone, which, by the way, the referees need to use better discretion there because the receiver could have broke his route upfield. Terrible call, but we accept it. Down 2-0. Then the Patriots go up, or the Giants come out and go up 9-0. And at that juncture, you're thinking to yourself as a Patriots fan, you're like, it's over. It's over. But you got to think in the back of your head, the mastermind will make the appropriate adjustments, and he did. He did. Not only that, he took a commanding 17-9 lead. It looked like it was going to be commanding because it looked like the Patriots just going to get the ball back and keep on scoring. But they didn't. They didn't. They started trying to mix the stupid run in, this and that, and I don't know what they did wrong. I mean, I know what they did wrong. They should have just spread them out. That's how the Patriots function. Just spread them out. Gronkowski, let's be honest with you, that dude was so doped up, he was basically useless on the field. If you looked at the final play of the game, he looked like his reaction time was so slow, he didn't even look like he was prepared for a jump ball. He was doped up. They must have shot him up with too much painkiller. Whatever. He was injured. I ain't going to blame him this day. He should have turned into a defender on an interception throw by Tom Brady, which, by the way, was a horrible throw. Brady, you got to be smart. You should have at least took off up the field running, or you should have held on to the ball. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. Chase Blackburn made a great play on it. But Gronkowski, I believe if Gronkowski wasn't injured, he'd catch that ball. Boom. That's it. Welker, you need to make that catch. You're the best receiver in the league. You led the league, 2 in the last 3 years? 122 catches this year, last year, whatever. That's a catch you even admitted you need to make. So you should have caught that ball. Now, of course, if it was a perfect throw, it would have been a touchdown. There are a lot of instances where this game was lost by the Patriots. The Eli Manning throw down the sideline that Manahan caught, who is, by the way, 10 minutes away from Warren Hardy graduate, this and that. The Patriots defense overall, in my opinion, played a pretty good game. Because, I mean, let's face the facts. In the playoffs this year, the Patriots played great defensively. Because honestly, who gave the Patriots a shot to win the Super Bowl? I know they were favored, which they shouldn't have been. But honestly, I thought, if I was betting on, if I had a gun in my head who I would have chose, I would have picked the Giants to roll them. But they didn't. They didn't. I thought the Giants would seriously just throw the ball on the Patriots because the Patriots' pass defense sucks and they just rely on their pass rush, which was basically non-existent the whole game to get the Brady and confused and this and that. And I thought the Giants would roll, but they didn't. That's a testament of what Belichick did with 18 undrafted free agents. A makeshift lineup or makeshift defense right now because the defense in the regular season was horrible. It was horrid. But I take my hat off to the Giants. Tom Coughlin, who I could not stand years ago. Tom Coughlin, nothing but class out of that guy. Giants won the game. The Giants actually have better players all around on that team. Defensively, they have better players. The receivers are better than the Patriots right now. I know people can say Wes Welker, this and that. Come on, Nix, Victor Cruz, Manningham, as a set, as a group, they are better than the Patriots. And Gronkowski was injured. And there were a lot of drop balls by the Patriot receivers. There are a lot of drop balls that were contributing factors to this Patriot loss. But overall, I thought the Giants actually shot themselves in the foot when they got to the goal line. The first couple times they got down to the goal line, they started running on first and second down. I thought, man, look, you got Eli Manning, throw the ball. What, you don't trust him? So I thought the Giants could have put the game away early, especially in the third and fourth quarter when they started running the ball and settling for field goals. I knew there would be a problem. I said, the Patriots might win this game. Overall, it was a good game. I take my hat off to the Giants organization. They won the game fair and square. They have a better team than the Patriots. Tom Brady didn't get the job done. I was disappointed in Tom Brady's performance. I'm not going to lie to you. Towards the end of the game, he made some bad throws, this and that. The killer was the one that Blackburn intercepted. That was a killer. But overall, he played well. But Tom Brady just looks like a man that's confidence are at an all-time low right now, if you ask me, at that game. I think he's a little frustrated because, you know what, let's face reality. Patriots defense, you can't blame the loss on them, even though they let the Giants drive down the field at the end of the game to score that touchdown, whatever. But overall, I'm impressed with the Patriots defense. The offense right now, we need more playmakers. I mean, we have playmakers, but they did not catch the ball. I mean, what's his name? Deion Branch dropped the ball. Welker dropped the biggest ball. But hey, like I say, it's a game within a game. And Coughlin made the appropriate adjustments. Belichick made the appropriate adjustments, but his team did not come through. So, hey, like I say, hats off to the Giants. Y'all won. Patriots, for some reason, listen, everyone counts the Patriots out saying they will always be back. They might go 12-4, 10-6, 14-2. They always will be there. That is why this organization is one of the pillars of the NFL. They always are in the playoffs. They're that good. I mean, how many of you people actually believe when they got into the playoffs they were actually going to win a playoff game? Just because you've seen a running back playing quarterback in Tebow, I knew they'd win that game. But when they played the Ravens, I didn't think they had a chance. They won. When they played the Giants, I thought they'd get slaughtered. So, hey, man, this is one of the best coaching jobs Belichick's ever did. Now, Bill, my advice to you is start drafting superstar caliber players in the draft. These no-name players are great and all this and that, but let's start getting some top-tier players on defense right now because you need some help, in that secondary especially. Because the Giants, in my opinion, my fact opinion, if they would have spread you guys out the whole game, it would have been 45-15, 45-21, because they could have stopped your offense, which they did, which I believe you played an integral part of you stopping your own offense. I thought you should have spread them out the whole field and just start throwing them dink and dunking all the way down the field. Because it looked like you were going to do that in the third quarter, but I'm going to ramble on long enough. I'm going to ramble on long enough. The Patriots are still one of the top 5 organizations, not only in football, but in professional sports, at this juncture of all junctures. And if you are a Patriot fan, it's a depressing loss. This loss is bad because, I mean, you look like you had the game won. You look like you had the game won. But you know what? You know you can rest on your laurels. Next year, you will be there. And Belichick always makes backup plans, unlike the Colts. Belichick has a backup for Brady in place. Unlike the Colts, they thought Sorgi and these other bums were going to be there because they didn't think Peyton Manning could ever get hurt. And this here game cemented Elite Manning's legacy. As when you talk about a Manning right now, you no longer talk about Peyton. You talk about Eli Manning because he is by far more superior than Peyton will ever be and can ever be. The man has beast blood when it comes to the fourth quarter. Peyton, not so much. So when we talk about Mannings and great quarterbacks, we talk about the Bradys, the Montanas, the Youngs, the Elways, the Favres, the Aaron Rodgers. But now we must talk about Eli Manning. And Peyton Manning is an afterthought at this juncture. Because guess what? He's been numerous times against the Patriots, and he failed almost every time in the playoffs. Outside of that one year where they beat him after the Patriots had a 21-3 lead. And I don't want to go there at this juncture right now, but hey, we have to go there sometime. We might do it in the future, this and that. Bottom line is, Giants win. Congratulations to you and your fans. You guys won. Coughlin, you have class. I got to give it to you, brother. Maybe it has to do with you and Belichick being friends, but you guys, class organization. I can't say nothing wrong about the Giants. They have the better team and the better players at this juncture of all junctures, of junctures and junctures and junctures, before, here, and afterwards. Whatever. It's over. It's over.